Hello, thank you for watching Gabbin About Games. I'm Miquel Sanchez.
And I'm Viper UK98.
And it's more of well, it's going to sound like a debate, this subject, but it's not, because we both come from unique circumstances here. That Viper is very much a fan of Twitch.tv as his own channel. That we'll get the plug alert coming up at this point. And as you can clearly tell, I'm for...
It wasn't me doing the plug.
And I myself, I obviously much more prefer to do YouTube. So I don't think we're not going to call it a comparison, because sorry, a debate, because it's too easy to. I think it's all down to what you prefer. I'm not particularly good at the spontaneity of Twitch. I don't like the thought, frankly, of people watching me. I have to also consider the fact that I don't like the thought of people hearing some of the sewage that comes out of my mouth when I'm getting really annoyed at a game. Whereas on YouTube, I really do enjoy the editing, tweaking. You've seen some of the videos. I'm not brilliant at it. I could spend a lot more time, but hey, this isn't paying me at the moment. So, give me a working a living wage off this. Get subscribe, and you will see a lot better. I will have more time to make things better. But yeah, I enjoy the editing. I enjoy the actual challenge of putting something together from a raw source. So, I mean, where do you stand, Viper? Why do you tend to prefer Twitch?
I prefer the community that's created within Twitch. So I have, as Mike has said, my own channel. I play pretty much any game that I want to play. And I have a group of people all around the world that will come into my channel, regular people, and I chat, I natter with them. I like playing a lot of the more strategic type games or roguelike games, because generally you can sort of stop for a second.
You play a lot of indie games as well. You do tend to avoid playing a lot of the mainstream games. You do tend to stick with the indie, and I think that does help on Twitch a lot.
But yeah, I just prefer the community, and it doesn't bother me that people are watching me live. I actually quite like that, and I'm not all that good at video editing, so my little videos that I do put on YouTube, they're either literally just my playthrough, or they're like a boss fight, and I put a little intro at the beginning of each of my videos, but that's pretty much the level of my editing, and I don't have the time to do any more.
I think one of the perks of Twitch as well is that you do play a good variety of games, whereas I generally don't. I generally do tend to play something and I will just sit there.
Souls 2.
Yeah, rather boringly. I mean, in truth, I'm revisiting Souls 1 at the moment, finding that a lot harder than I remember it being. I'm not suited to the Twitch forum. I'm not good at that kind of spontaneous interactivity. And as I said, I can't deny the fact as well that I'm not a good person to watch gaming. I'll be far too tied up, square-eyed onto the screen to really care what people are telling me off screen. So yeah, I think I guess it's just a case that you're good at that, and I won't necessarily go so far as say I'm good at this, but I enjoy doing this a heck of a lot more than I would ever on Twitch.
So far to say that I'm good at it. Come on.
No, you are good, because you have that right level of interactivity. You do have your supporters, your followers on Twitch. I know a lot of them as well now from watching and playing with them. And yeah, I think you are getting to build up a good rapport with them, and you are good at the interactivity. And I think that's the important thing with Twitch. It's having people who follow you, and the important thing is encouraging them to keep following you, because you're acknowledging them that they're there. And I think that's where a lot of people on Twitch go wrong. They get to a point that they have about 100, 200, 300 followers, and they suddenly start thinking that it's all about them. It's not about them interacting with the people. And as I said, I think you've got it nail on. Yeah, I'm still.
I was reading a website a little while ago before I started doing my stream, and it gave one of the best bits of advice that I have ever seen for a new starter in Twitch. Is talk to your audience. If you're not talking to your audience, you're basically sat there playing a computer game and people are just staring at you playing a game, and there's no interactivity. talk to your audience. They are the people that are, coming back. They're spending their time to actually come and see you and speak with you and interact with you. So, keep talking all the time. Keep talking.
Another thing as well is that a lot of Twitchers do is that for some reason they think that a substitute for talking is just playing heavy metal rock over the channel. And I know, yes, it does work. It's probably a generational thing. This is me not understanding why people would want to watch somebody playing a video game with low quality heavy metal music playing through. It doesn't make any sense to me. And so, yeah, I think it's a case of that we both like what we like. As I said, I could not do Twitch. I couldn't do it as you do it, because I would be the person that you would not want to watch on Twitch. I would just be playing the game, and you would be just watching me playing the game. That'd be it. So Twitch or YouTube, I think just do whatever you think is going to be going to work for you best. If you are good at interacting with an audience, and that is the important factor, it is the interactivity, then go Twitch, because I think it's brilliant from the point of view that you can literally just do it as you sit watching it, and as you do, you can just record it, and if you think it's worth slapping up on YouTube afterwards, you can just slap the whole thing on there, and it's there for anyone to watch. If you're not so good at that, if you do enjoy the more technical aspects of the editing, I do try in a very bad way to try and get some kind of comedy into the videos as well, because we do say some stupid things during this. For example, my hat falling off, stuff like that. So yeah, I prefer the thinking man's humour behind it all. So yeah, just do what you think is best.